Yo, 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 yo. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Maxandjuancast. We back at it. Linebackers today. And special treat, D-tackles.
Just
right.
a few.
Just a few. All right, look. I can't get that word right.
Contrary
Max.
to popular belief.
Thank you. Max is the smart one here.
Yeah. No shit.
I fucking hate you. You're supposed to say, you know what, Juan? No.
No, you know, say it again. Say Max the smart one.
Max is a smart one.
Well, no shit. I mean, sorry. No, Juan.
Look at that. See?
You're smart.
It's just in your DNA.
Yeah.
You motherfucker.
Got that dog.
Anyway, look. We're doing D-tackles. We're doing linebackers. All right? We're doing top three for D-tackles, top 5 for linebackers, whether you guys fucking like it or not. All right? Now, second order of business. Subscribe to the damn channel. Like the video. Turn on post notifications. Why? Because we will be going live for the NFL draft this year.
The whole first round.
Whole first round.
Maybe 30 minutes before.
Maybe 30 minutes
Maybe an
before.
hour.
Most definitely.
Definitely 30 minutes.
Yeah. We'll try to be early, guys. Be there or be square. Okay? Does that sound right?
That sounds very right.
Right? Okay.
I keep kicking this damn foam roller head under my feet. I'm sorry.
What is wrong with you, dog?
A lot.
I'm a little wild up, all right? But we have to be. It's linebackers. They fast. They hostile, agile, all that good stuff, bro. And then we got D tackles, the big motherfuckers.
Big uggos.
Exactly. Let's start off with linebackers, Max. Last year, Devin Lloyd,
Chad Muma.
There's
another one.
Chenault.
Chenault.
Who was the second
Chenault
guy,
like
though?
2 years ago. Linebackers last year. Was there a Notre Dame guy? Was there an LSU? There's always LSU guys. Is there a Bama guy? Christian Harris.
Christian Harris, Georgia guys.
Quay Walker and
Channing Tadal.
Yeah, there's a fourth one too who was like solid too. I think we had all the Georgia guys.
Quay Walker.
No, there's like a fourth one. Here,
Channing Tadal, Quay Walker, and Nakobe Dean.
There's another one. I'm telling you.
Really?
Yeah.
Am I tripping?
There's a fourth one, and it's not Trayvon Walker. Hold on, I'll look it up right now. Georgia, just linebacker you. Here, I'll tell you right now, Georgia.
Not as good as the year before that, though. We're talking about it earlier. Micah Parsons, JOK for the one before that. Mm-hmm. I don't think there's any, safe to say, Micah Parsons in this draft. Very interesting on where the linebacking position is, man. They're getting smaller. They really are.
We like all failed running backs now.
That and, I feel like the league is just littered with 6'1", 6'4", 230 pounds maximum, bro. You rarely see 270, 260. You 260 or 270,
your
ass is edge.
Yeah, you're not playing linebacker anymore.
Your ass is edge, straight up.
There's one linebacker I'm going to talk about, and I'm like, why are you that big anymore? This isn't – we don't need Brandon Spikes on the team.
Exactly. Okay, so top 5. I'm going to start it off.
Okay.
Trenton Simpson from Clemson, number 1. Number 2, Drew Sanders. Number 3, Daiyan Henley.
Daiyan Henley?
Yes, Daiyan Henley. 4, Ivan Pace. And 5, Henry Toto from Alabama. Okay. I'm probably butchering that last one so bad.
I'll look it up how to say it. So mine, we have the same top 2. Trenton Simpson 1, Drew Sanders 2. 3, Noah Sewell, little brother of Penei Sewell. 4, Henry Toto. 5, Jack Campbell from Iowa. It's thin.
Wow.
It's like a girl wanting to be popular in the 20s. It's thin. In the 2000s, it's thin.
Well, you know what? All these guys have unique traits, I would say, for the most part.
I don't think these guys are. There's no Roquan Smith, Tremaine Edmonds.
Yeah, I would say the most interesting guy on here that I really wanted to make number 1 was Drew Sanders. So I guess we'll talk about him second because he's second. I kind of feel like putting him 1 now that I know that he's your 2, but so be it. I like Simpson also. So let's get into him. Trenton Simpson out of Clemson.
It's Toto, by the way. Just so you
Toto?
know. It's
Okay,
Toto.
so we're good.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Trenton Simpson, Clemson, 6'2", 235 pounds. Max, what's the first thing that popped up on tape for you?
He's fast. He's really fast. Sideline to sideline speed. Maybe the other first thing was like he's not huge, little small guy.
Yeah.
He's not small, but compared to, if you're a quarterback in the NFL and you have to throw down the middle and there's Tremaine Edmonds, 6'5", other big guys like Zaven Collins is 6'6" or something, you're like, holy shit, how do I get the ball over that guy? This guy's 6'2". He's your rangy JOK Mulder guy who probably didn't play linebacker, so the guy that Clemson was probably a safety. Yeah. What about you? What stood out to you?
Great feet. Really liked his feet. Looks like a DB at times.
Yeah,
honestly.
And that lines up with the smaller stature, right?
Exactly. Your prototypical like linebacker that you see in the pros these days. Sideline to sideline, can blow shit up as a blitzer. I saw him shed really well when he makes his mind up. And it's crazy because the number one guy you would expect, Max, with a lot of these lists, it's like, okay, the cons should be small, it should be little stuff. There's a lot of cons about Simpson for him being the number one guy.
I don't think he's everyone's cup of tea.
Yeah, and I can see why. Because to me, when he has his mind made up and he is confident and he's rolling downhill, he's one of the best players you'll see on film. That's what makes him number one to me. But man, when you turn on the film and you catch him on a game where he is just like, I don't know if I should make this move. I took the wrong step already. Running back's gone. He missed. You look fucking foolish now.
Yeah. When it's bad, it's bad.
Yeah.
He's not really that great against the run. He's good at pursuing guys because he's so fast, but he'll take a bad angle at a running back. He's not a sure tackler. He's raw, and he's not really much of a blitzer. That's just my 2 cents about him. I really like the kid because I think if you put him in a 3-4 scheme, you say, hey, like this guy's on the Eagles, like we got a big D line to protect you.
Yeah, weak side.
Let him just roam. Let him go. Let him free. Let him chase the plays. He'll make plays. So he's really good. Is he a blue chipper? No. Is he as good as Devin Lloyd last year? Absolutely not. But he's good, and he's not everyone's cup of tea.
And you know what? A lot of the issues that he has, it's very fixable because he has the tools to be good in the NFL. And all that stuff of being confident, knowing what gaps, a lot of that stuff has to do with, like you said, maybe put some bigger guys by him. He doesn't have to worry about so much. And
this Clemson team, like we said, it wasn't like the most talented
They
team.
all underplayed those three big guys. Breese, who we'll get into with the D tackles today, and him and the other guy, Miles Murphy. I feel like they all underachieved this year. And
that could be a theme for Clemson.
Yeah, so it sucks for them, but they're still very interesting prospects, to say the least.
Do you think this guy's boom or bust?
Simpson?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think all these guys are. I think our luck, and that's why I kind of went outside the box with a lot of these picks, because a lot of people might not even know who Ivan Pace is. They probably hearing around like, I haven't heard this guy on any of these top 5 like lists like that I've been hearing on other podcasts, or the guy from Washington State that I have. I went really outside of the box. I try to find guys that I would like in certain situations, and I understand that outside of Simpson and the guy from Arkansas, these guys might go undrafted. Like that's like,
oh no, I don't agree with that. It's gonna be like, if these guys don't go early, it's like 3rd and 4th round, 4th, 5th round, 6th round picks.
Well, look, maybe your guys, but I'm telling you, like,
Henley, your guys, yeah,
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Henley and like Ivan Pace.
I like Henley though. Henley was 6 for me.
Yeah, probably not with Henley, but definitely with like Ivan Pace, bro.
Yeah, he could end up on a practice squad.
Exactly. So a lot of these guys is a lot of wait and see. But Trenton Simpson, my comp for him was Eric Kendricks. Best case scenario.
I went with Telvin Smith, just a smaller guy who's really fast, sideline, but he's not the best.
Sucks what happened to Telvin Smith on the side.
Yeah, well,
jeez.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah. This will be the only mention of Telvin Smith in 2023 from this podcast.
Yeah. But I like it. So let's talk about the talk of the town for linebackers. Drew Sanders, one of the most interesting prospects in the draft, I would say. A lot of people have a lot of strong opinions about him People think he sucks. People think he's fucking great. And I don't think anyone is wrong about that because the film is hot and cold. 6'4", 235.
What stood out to you on tape right away?
I think it was his length.
He's huge.
Yeah, he's big. And he is a phenomenal blitzer. Little bit of backstory for you guys. So he got recruited to Alabama. He was with Saban, and he played edge rusher, basically, as a true freshman.
It didn't work out that well.
And it didn't work out that well. So he wound up transferring to Arkansas. Arkansas said, hey, you want to play middle linebacker for us? Cool, I'll try it out.
And it works. Yep. I think he beats blockers to their spots. He's not afraid to take on the pulling guards because, edge rusher. He has that unique hand usage that you don't really see out of a linebacker because he's basically got to do that. His instincts are okay, but it's his first 2 years playing the position. They're going to grow. He lacks strength, and that's probably something that contributed to him not being that great of an edge rusher. And he could be a touch more physical. He reminds me a lot of Leighton Vander Esch coming out of Boise State.
Lot lighter.
Yeah, a lot lighter in the ass, too.
Yeah.
I think he's got good speed, though. He could be it's not Trenton speed, but it's decent speed.
You know what? As a rusher, I don't think he's that bad. Honestly, he may have been bad in Bama.
No, I'm saying you're not going to line this guy up at edge every play.
No, but
for the spots, yeah, he's solid.
Oh, yeah, I think he's a great blitzer like that, man. Some of the cons for him, not the best tackler in the world. I do think he struggles with getting the guy down right away.
Yeah, he's not a sure tackle.
Yeah, and that's something that I look for.
Linebackers is a top thing. Is get the guy down.
Yeah, and we'll talk about it with Jack Campbell. But I like when linebackers put him right down, no extra guards. That's what I look for. And with Drew Sanders and Jack Campbell, I didn't really see that. As far as coverage goes, it's ugly, but sometimes they're I can work with that.
Yeah, it's never pretty, but he gets the job done.
Yeah. He's a good enough athlete, though, man. And, the long, rangy type that you see so much potential with him. And you can do a lot of stuff with him. He's like a big, ball of clay right now. Just got to mold him into something. So I think for sure a lot of teams are going to be very interested in Drew Sanders. Anything else on him, Max?
I would say this guy for me is a top of the second and on. Trenton Simpson to me is the only guy I would consider spending a late first round.
Really?
Anything after 20, I would expect Trenton. I wouldn't spend a first round pick on this guy. Maybe end of the first 30s, but something.
Usually that's how it works with these linebackers. Usually if you don't have a Micah Parsons or something, these guys wind up going in the second.
Yeah, we saw first round. We saw one quarterback taken in the first round. It's not out of the realm to see a linebacker, especially a position that's not a priority in the NFL. Yeah, you love to have great ones. Look who the Eagles had a linebacker. Wasn't that great?
Yeah.
And then went to the Super Bowl.
So it's very hard to get his projection because it's not a lot of guys that are that tall and that skinny.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Really, the only guy that's out there that's like that, he's the best linebacker in football, and it's Fred Warner. But he doesn't play like Fred Warner.
No, and Fred Warner played slot corner in college for a time.
So I had a weird comp for him.
Okay.
Andrew Van Ginkel.
Ginkel?
Yeah, from
I like that.
From the Dolphins.
That's a nice little white boy comp.
Yeah. And I wrote poor man's Fred Warner, but it was really just for the body type. I'm talking poor of the poor.
Yeah.
Of Fred Warner.
Like me compared to you, yeah. I get you.
I hate you.
Okay.
No, we're close. But okay, so who's our number 3 for you?
My number 3 is Noah Sewell from Oregon. This is Panay's little brother.
Blood brothers, like us. We blood brothers.
Oh yeah. We should do the Hangover scene when he cuts his hand. Blood brothers. So no, okay. This is the guy I talked about. We talked about earlier. If you're a linebacker in today's NFL, you don't need to be 260 pounds, 250 pounds.
Yeah, can't do it.
This guy looks rocked up. He looks too big.
He's too big.
He's too big. He ran a 4.64. Hey, buddy, lose 8 pounds and run a 4.55. I'll love you even more. You'd be my second guy. So what I love about Noah Sewell, really good against the run. He's a good tackler. He's not the best sideline to sideline. He's a step slow. So right now he's like a rotational guy. You play the Niners, you want this guy in there. In the pass, they're decent, but he lacks some of the speed that linebackers are known for. I love him on the blitz because he's such a big dude. He'll just bowl you over on the blitz. He's physical, really strong. His zone coverage is, like I said, it's solid, but he lacks discipline. He's not going to cover any tight end. And in today's NFL, you have to be able to play man. And get it, there's no covering Travis Kelce with a linebacker. That's a rare type of guy. But he lacks elite speed. He's a little short, and he's slower in 2022 than 2021, and maybe that's because of the weight. This guy, to me, is just like your old school, like, he looked like your old school linebackers. You're like Anthony Hitchens, somebody like that, but he's bigger. He's a big dude.
Yeah. How
How many linebackers in today's NFL are 250 who aren't edge rushers?
Yeah.
Devin White's like 220.
Yeah. I can't do it. I can't do it with Sewell.
I think if we get him in the right building, we kind of tweak him a little bit. Like, hey, you know what year we're playing? We were playing 2023. We're not playing 2008.
Yeah. All 4 out of my 5 guys are all athletes. That's what I looked for. And they can at least play zone coverage. I can trust them in it. Are they the best? No, but they're damn sure athletes. Really, the only guy that's not an athlete on my list is Henry Toto. And out of all the non-athlete guys, the Sewells, the Totos, the guy from Tulane, Jack Campbell, I felt like Henry Toto was the one guy that I can trust because he does his job the best.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. He's a Saban guy. I'm betting on the Alabama dude rather than all the other guys. And, hey, if Jack Campbell winds up being a Pro Bowler with the athleticism that he has, kudos to you, bro. I was wrong. I'll admit I was wrong. But I need to see it before I believe it.
I think there's some untapped potential in Sewell, and part of it comes with, hey, we get him a little thinner, make him a little faster.
Yeah.
But there's a role for these type of guys in the NFL. Like, hey, you still have to be able to stop the run, and he's a linebacker that could be maybe not a star, but maybe a star in his role, which would be a run stopper. But the NFL is so much a passing league, you don't touch this guy in the first or second. Maybe he's a high third.
Yeah. So
Detroit's probably going to take him with a 4th round pick.
I would love that.
Just be like, hey, let's get the brother Sewell in here.
Yeah, but I don't think he's going to be much in the NFL. If anything, he'll be a rotational linebacker.
Yeah.
But
that says a lot about my linebacker thoughts.
Yeah, I get you.
Who's your third guy?
My third guy is Daiyan Henley from
Washington State.
I
like this kid.
So, little bit of backstory on him. He played offense. He played QB, played wide receiver, little bit of DB also, and a return specialist. So a little bit of everything for this guy.
Good speed. Really good speed. But he's a munch.
It's more than great speed, though, man. He's just a great athlete. I think it just shows to, like, him playing offense at some point. And it shows. Like, he moves like an offensive player. He's not, clunky in his feet. You can tell that he's natural at everything that he does. Smooth in coverage, great hips, great guy in space, seems comfortable in it, doesn't panic, has sideline to sideline. I think he's a better blitzer than people give him credit for. He can stack and shed if he's going against tackles or tight ends. Yeah, is he going to get beat by a big guard? Yes, probably, because he's small as shit. He's 6'1", 225 pounds, and he's slender as shit. Looks like a safety.
That was my big thing. It's like, it's almost the opposite. It's like, I trust this guy more in passing. If we're playing the Niners, this guy is not going to do anything. He's going to get just bowled over by George Kittle. Anyone, really. Child Juszczyk will have his day with this guy.
Yeah. So maybe his home is a dime linebacker.
He's got to be. In my opinion, this guy has to be a dime linebacker. 6 feet tall, barely short. Yeah. 225, really light. Yeah, he runs fast, but he's tiny. Yeah. And if you're worried, if he's like, hey, I want to add 10 pounds, then you worry about the speed. So he's good. I like him. He was probably 6 or 7 for me.
My comp for him, Deion Jones.
Poor man's Deion Jones. But once upon a time, Deion Jones went in the what? 5th round? 3rd or something.
Third round?
3rd, 4th.
Not first round.
No,
I know that
definitely
for sure.
not.
So that's Henley for me. You want to go to your 4?
My 4 is Henry Toto.
And let's go ahead and talk about it because he's my 5.
He's a high IQ player. He diagnoses the plays, gets to his spots. He's really physical. The cons obviously are going to be not going to man.
Athleticism.
Not rangy athleticism. He's a sure tackler. This guy, to me, is going to be a Zach Cunningham in the NFL. Yeah. You're never going to want to trust this guy in coverage, but you're going to be like, he'll get you 100 tackles a year.
And that's my comp for him.
Is he serious?
Yeah.
That's who I put as mine. Yeah.
So, yeah, I kind of mentioned it earlier. I'm betting on the Saban guy for the non-athletic. I'm betting on the system. I'm betting on.
And it's not that he's not athletic. 4.6 is a fine time, but in the world where guys are running 4.4,
that he doesn't have any wow plays.
No, it's just like it's all
in the right place.
Good tackle.
Exactly. No wows. There's not like, oh my god, like this guy can be something, you know. But
I mean, he ran a faster 40 than Fred Warner. But again, Fred Warner's 40 does not reflect the game speed because Fred Warner is flying.
Yeah.
So he's got good instincts. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Motor too.
So Henry Toto.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and go to my 4, Ivan Pace. If you guys don't know, plays for Cincinnati. He is 5'10", Munchkin, 5'10", Max.
Who was the other Munchkin we hated? That Nick Bolton?
Nick Bolton. I'm not making that mistake again because he kind of reminds me a little bit of Nick Bolton, just a lot more lighter in the ass, a lot more. Nick Bolton was a little bit more heavier. But 5'10", 231, pros, man, just off bat, straight up ass kicker. He was, out of all the linebackers,
Excuse me.
He was so freaking fun.
Did you see his mock draftable little like diamond?
Yeah,
it's like a flat line. I've never seen anything like it. It's so bad.
But he whooped ass at the Senior Bowl.
He's good. Yeah, he's solid. It's just he's a college linebacker to me. He's 5'10" guys really don't work in the NFL. Yeah. Say what you want. Nick Bolton's good. He's nothing special. He's good. He's not special. Shut your mouth. You're a Chiefs hater. Just hate the Chiefs with me for a second. He's just solid, and
I don't think he's solid. I think Nick Bolton is pretty fucking
Orlando
good.
Brown sucks, but this guy is good. Okay, whatever.
I think Nick Bolton is pretty damn good.
I don't think 5'10" linebackers really work in the NFL. There's a reason. And this guy doesn't do anything good enough to me that really signifies it's worth the you can take him in the 7th round, whatever. To me, there's too many questions.
We'll see, man.
Like, who's he going to cover?
Not many, but if you're asking him to do that, then
what do you want to ask him to do then?
I want him to play linebacker on 1st down and 2nd down, and on 3rd down, blitz him. Be a blitzer, because he is a damn good blitzer, because he's strong as fuck, and he's a great blitzer. He's not that good in coverage, obviously. You match him up against fucking Darnell Washington from Georgia, he's going to get fucking massacred. Like,
this guy's like a special team. It could be a Hall of Fame special teamer.
I don't think so. A guy that's very similar to him that got very, I think he was undrafted or 7th round or whatever. Hard Knocks favorite, Malcolm Rodriguez, who had a great year last year.
Rodrigo was definitely drafted. Come on, don't disrespect Rodrigo.
But Rodrigo.
Who was that stupid linebacker you had one time that's like not panned out?
Oh, that was my gem. But I didn't have him on my list.
What was your gem?
Trent
oh, yeah. This guy's McDuffie, right?
McDuffie.
He's a McBucket.
I look for the most, bro, with fucking these linebackers, man. I really like Ivan Pace, though.
Okay.
He kicked ass at the Senior Bowl. And that's the best of the best competition right there in college
football. That still play college football because they're seniors.
But still, that's the best college.
I just want to let you know, if you're no, it's not, because all the fucking good college prospects are gone after their sophomore year. Hey, was Trevor Lawrence in the Senior Bowl? Who's the best quarterback at the Senior Bowl, asshole?
Okay, quarterbacks, yeah.
Who's the best running back there?
As far as linemen, Osiris Torrance was there.
Were any of the good tackles there? No, they weren't, because
Darrell Williams.
Darnell Wright?
Darnell Wright.
Yeah, he's good. But again, most of the guys are leaving because they don't have to fucking stay in school, because who goes to school?
I disagree.
You really want you want the millions of dollars? Sorry, Goku. You want the millions of dollars, or you want a freaking college education? Give me the millions of dollars, Juan. Shut the fuck up.
That's you.
The one's like, I want to learn. I want to learn how to read. Yeah.
It's
Venn diagram.
It's all about the 6-year seniors, baby.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think you're underselling the Senior Bowl.
LeBron wasn't at the Senior Bowl.
I love the fact that he whooped ass at the Senior Bowl. I think a lot of people that have had success at the Senior Bowl, multiple people that have had success in the NFL, they dominate the Senior Bowl. It's a good sign. It's not something that's bad. It's not something that's fluky to me. I haven't seen anyone that has dominated the Senior Bowl and hasn't became a decent NFL player.
How about a Raider, Travis Jones? How about that? Put that in your pipe.
Travis Jones,
or what's the guy from UConn?
Yeah, but he barely played.
And he's so good. He's getting on the feet, dominated the Senior Bowl.
No, but he was hurt all year though.
He's a scrub.
He got hurt because he's a scrub back.
Both.
Now you're just being a Raider hater.
Oh, okay.
Now you're just being a Raider hater.
Yeah. Chief Nation.
Hey, don't disrespect Travis Jones because he was on my list last year.
He was on mine too, and it didn't pan out.
We'll see. Give us some time.
Yeah, all you have.
Damn.
All you guys got is
quarterbacks.
time. All you guys got is time.
Damn, my boy. You over here reaching for Noah Sewell, all right? Don't
Noah
talk.
Sewell's good.
Shut up. He's not going to be good just because his last name's Sewell. He's not his brother, okay?
You better.
All right. Anything else on linebackers?
I got Jack Campbell, number 5.
Let's talk about Jack Campbell. What you think of him?
6'4", 249, really good size, good 40, good athleticism. This guy has the athleticism. What you're not gonna like is he's not good in zone coverage at all. He's really bad instincts. Pad level can be really high. He's just kind of going on it by his wits. I really don't know how to say he plays linebacker. He's just like doing what he thinks is right, but what he thinks isn't that good. I'm just betting on the athlete here, and it's really bad linebacker class.
I don't think he's nowhere close of an athlete, bro. I think he's slow. I think he's too big. He's 6'5", 250, old school linebacker.
Yeah, he could lose a few. But, hey, I want this guy to be first and second down against the run and let him blitz on third.
But he's not going to be able to do good.
No, he's not. This is a guy, like I said, he's got to change his style of play a little bit to succeed in the NFL because he's not that good in coverage.
I like about
2 years ago, all this guy said was, I want linebackers who can cover. Now he's like, we got a guy who can just tackle.
For him, team captain, Iowa guy.
You gotta love the Iowa white boy. Yeah. You know he plays hard.
Dick Butkus Award winner.
They really lowered the standard.
The PFF nerds love this guy.
Do they really?
Yeah, because he has an amazing grade for PFF in college football, and you know what? Some of the film it does look good at times, but
yeah,
one thing that bothered me, it's like he's supposed to be like this big guy, old school linebacker, like a tackle machine, gets a bunch of tackles, but to me, he's not that good of a tackler. To me, when he tackles guys, they go forward, they don't go down right away. That's what I disliked about him. But to me, his comp, Alex Anzalone or Nick Kwiatkowski.
Yeah, that's yeah. Well, I had Alex Anzalone. He's those linebackers that are like really try hard. He'll make some tackles. You know, he's not a guy to me who's going to be a star. He's a solid third linebacker. It's my 5th guy.
Gotcha.
Not a star.
Yeah. So there goes our linebackers. You want to do a little
Who's your 5th?
Superlatives?
Oh, you got Henry Toto.
Yeah, Henry Toto.
Oh yeah, superlatives. Let's get to it. Let me just switch to the notes real quick. Best run stopper.
I'm
going Noah Sewell. Way a thumper.
Trenton Simpson. God, this is hard to pick with the
Best in coverage?
Best in coverage, I'm going to go with Henley from Washington State.
I'm going with Trenton Simpson. Best range? That's an easy one. Trenton?
Yeah.
Yeah. Best tackler?
I'm going to go with Ivan Pace.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to go Henry. Toto. Best, like, most pro ready?
Man, that one's hard. Henry Toto.
Yeah, I'm going to have to.
Fill him in.
Yeah. I would go with
He
that.
might see the field
biggest
the quickest.
Biggest boom or bust.
Drew Sanders.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the linebackers. Anything else, sir?
I think that'll be it.
Any honorable mentions? Not really. That Mike Jones kid from LSU's cool. There's this guy from UCLA, Latu. He's whatever's to me. Like,
there's that kid from Wisconsin who's basically an edge rusher.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys, they're edge rushers.
Yeah.
Besides
the joys of college football. Okay, so let's get into our top 3 DTs because, boy, can we say the DTs have been kind of thin in the 3 years we've been doing this? So first year was the great Barmore year where we got nobody.
Yeah.
No D tackles in the first round. Last year, some solid guys. Yeah. Jordan Davis, Devontae Wyatt.
That's basically it.
Yeah.
I think like Travis Jones is like 3 on our list.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, now defensive line is turning into a little bit of like NBA. It's like positionless, really.
Yeah, it really is.
And these guys are getting smaller and faster, and now these little guys are packing a punch. They're getting more powerful. But you know what, though? There's one guy that stands out.
Absolutely.
And he can be considered one of the best players in the draft, honestly. That's how highly we think about him. The obvious number one for us is Jalen Carter from Georgia, 6'3", 314 pounds. He's amazing. Who's your next two after that? Because I know it's a far drop-off after him.
Siaki Ika from Baylor.
Big boy.
And then Bryan Breese from Clemson.
Sheesh. Okay. So mine's Calijah Kancey from Pitt.
Figured.
And Keanu Benton. I got to stay true, bro.
I
always pick those fucking zero techs. They still got a home. They low-key don't, but
yeah,
I like him. He's zero tech. He's a big motherfucker, right?
So let's just dive into Jalen Carter. Let me start off with this. There's one huge obvious question with Jalen Carter, and it stems from, is this guy going to be in the NFL in 2 years, or is he going to do something stupid? He had a DUI / reckless driving from a tragic event that happened with Georgia. I don't really want to get into it. He had an awful pro day, showed up overweight. He was arrested.
Didn't finish his workout.
Didn't finish the workout. We don't know the character of Jalen Carter. We've never met the guy. We've never talked to him. I wish him the best. That's the big con, is that. There will be nothing else said regarding this event.
Yeah. And
the rest of this will be on the field only. If you're good with that, I think.
And on the field, on matter of fact, like, he's fucking phenomenal, bro. He's special. Twitchy.
Very twitchy. For that, he's huge.
For that size.
He's huge.
Yeah.
He's quick out of his stance. He's slippery. It's like they can't block him. No one tried to block that guy one-on-one other than like Osiris, and Osiris struggled with him.
That's really the only con I had with him. And I did linemen at first for first scouting I did this year. And one of the first matchups I seen was Osiris against Jalen Carter. And I was like, man, he held his ground against Jalen Carter, man. And I continue watching the film on Jalen Carter. Kind of struggles with big old guards in the NFL that are very powerful.
So,
and what's the NFL full of with guards? They're big motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah, powerful ass guards and stuff. So that's like one of his cons. Like another one would say sometimes he looks a little out of shape, which kind of showed up at the pro day
and showed up in the playoffs. He didn't really shine.
Yeah, Georgia, against TCU it didn't matter, but against Ohio State, he didn't really make that many plays. They rotate him in. Another thing I would say is he's not the best against double teams. He's not a guy who's just like, hey, whatever, I don't care, I'll just move you. He's been banged up, whether it's injuries like shoulder, knee, but this guy is such a clear-cut blue chipper, top 5 pick, without off the field stuff, whatever. Yeah. There's really nothing he does bad. Like the stuff we're talking about is really nitpicky. Yeah, he still whoops people's asses all the time. Yeah, he reminded me of Quinnen Williams when I watched him. I was like, wow,
great leverage, violent hands.
Yeah, gets into people, shoves them, moves them. He's a people mover. Yeah. He's not the best against the run, but against the pass and what these guys are paid to do now, he's elite at it. It's not close. It's him in his own class. No one touches him. The other guys are just like niche guys who have a little role on a team. This guy's a star. Yeah, in the NFL,
absolute star.
And
so I would ask you this.
Yes, Max, go ahead.
Because I think there's a deeper conversation in here. If you're in the top 10, do you pick this guy?
If he gets a good interview, yeah, I would. Absolutely. He's a top 10 talent. Do you think he'll go in the first round? I don't think there's any way this guy falls out.
I'll be shocked.
Because
I don't think he gets past your Eagles.
Yeah. Oof, I wish. I really hope so. Yeah.
I know the Raiders. I remember saying, if Jalen Carter is there, I pick him automatically. And I know with the Raiders, they have had some tragic events with, let's just say.
How about this? They've had guys with very bad decision making and a lot of off the field issues.
So maybe Jalen Carter wouldn't be the best option here,
especially with a new regime. But talent wise,
my God, how do you pass up on a guy like that? And what do the Raiders need They need defensive tackles.
They need defensive players.
Yes.
They need difference makers. It's like,
exactly.
hey, you have one really good edge guy, but how about you pair him with a guy who can get pressure from the middle? How about when Max Crosby's like, oh, they step up. Oh, they step up into Jalen Carter's arms.
Yeah. And, who knows? New regime, you can't really blame that on them. So maybe they're like, oh, we got a different culture here. At the end of the day, it is Vegas.
He's better than Jordan Davis as a prospect.
Yeah.
He's not the physical freak Jordan Davis is. He's better than Barmore.
I don't think he's a better prospect than Quinn Williams.
No.
Quinn Williams is some of the best tape
He's
I've
better
seen.
Than Quinn Williams better than Aaron Donald as a prospect coming out. Better tape. So this guy is so special, worth a top 10 pick in my book. If he passes the character stuff, the interviews, the background check, whatever they have to do, there's really not much more to be said.
Yeah.
There's very few questions about him.
Comp I had for him, that's closest thing, Jeffrey Simmons.
Yeah.
When he plays violently, it's in your face, heavy hands, like Jeffrey Simmons all over the fucking place, man.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
Let's go ahead and go to my number 2, Calijah Kancey or Chauncey.
Just so you know, he was my 4.
Gotcha.
And I'm not going to – this guy's not Aaron Donald. There's no one like Aaron Donald. Can we just say that?
Yeah, that was so funny.
Everyone. He's just short. He went to Pitt.
I seen John Randall on it. I think that's absolutely insane. At the end of the day, Calijah is a project. He's a project guy. Very nice project. First step is great. Great athlete. And that's what it is. He's 6'1", 281. He needs to get that weight up. But he's a special athlete. That's what makes him. And
he catches linemen off guard.
Yeah.
He's so quick, they're like not ready for it.
Exactly.
He's got some very easy weaknesses. So
yeah.
He's going to get moved in the run game.
Yeah.
Hey, Aaron Donald isn't the best run defender in NFL history. He's the best pass rushing D tackle we've ever seen. But against a big center, big guard, at the Eagles, Kelsey and Dickerson, they're moving this guy out the way. Yeah. It's not his strength. He shoots gaps too much because that's all he can really do. So, hey, how many times have you seen someone go, hey, Aaron Donald, come over here. Oh, we're already running the other way. That's what they can do to this guy. And I'm sorry. He's solid as a pass rusher, but if you're telling me this guy's Aaron Donald, when does that come around? No, I'm saying like even if he didn't go to Pitt, say he went to a UAB, whatever, Texas. When do guys who can pass rush like Aaron Donald come around? If ever, rarely.
Yeah.
And we're gonna see another one. I just don't see it in this guy. He could be a decent guy like a Puna Ford. Like he's like a Puna Ford's bigger than him, much bigger, but same size. He plays with great leverage, of course, because he's small. But I don't think he's got the strength to make up for it, really.
He reminded me a little bit of Devontae Wyatt, the prospect who came out last year.
Yeah.
Honestly. But I get your concerns.
There's no comp for him because he's so small. Like, this guy's smaller than Ed Oliver.
Yeah.
Like,
he's I put right here, tweener? Like.
Yeah, you could play. He'd be a nice edge. He'd be like a big edge, but he
definitely
can't
play 6 technique, bro.
Yeah, but he can't bend at all.
Yeah. But he's gonna cause some
He's
ruckus.
A 4-3 guy.
Yeah,
like
he's
that,
gonna cause some
4-3 guy.
ruckus in a 4-3.
Yeah.
That's my number 2. Who's your number 2?
My number 2 is Siaki Ika from Baylor. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. He's a big SOB. Complete opposite of Chauncey. 6'3", 335. He's not got the longest arms. Look, he's not Vita Vea. He's not like that. He's a
lot of people think his film last year, he was that.
Last year was much better than 2022.
It's bad this year.
He really dictates the lineman. He's like, oh, you want to go here? We're going to go here. Like, he doesn't have the world's best body. He's kind of fat. He's chunk. He doesn't have technique. He's not the best conditioned, but he doesn't get moved. That's valuable. You could plug him in and just be a run stuffer. Because that's all I think he's really going to be in the NFL. If you get any pass rush out of him, it's a bonus. He could be one of the best like run stoppers. I compared him a little bit to DJ Reader with size and stuff.
Yeah,
DJ Reader's a little bit more muscular than this guy, but this guy's got a little bit more natural fluidity than DJ.
Yeah, I just
he's a risk though. Let me put it like this: no one else belongs in round 1 conversation.
No. I'll be shocked if Calijah goes in the first.
Yeah,
I'm hearing some talks about it. On your guy.
Mm-hmm. You watched him.
The tape was bad. It was really bad.
There were bad moments for sure.
And it was just like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'll go on to your third guy, who is Brian
Breese,
right?
Yeah.
Same deal. and I don't know what it was, but he got fucked up.
He's been injured so much.
And a little bit of a backstory. It's hard, bro. It's hard, going through shit like that. But his sister wound up passing away from cancer during the season, and this obviously hits you hard. And it was obvious that like his play went down after that. So who knows how much that had to do with it? I know just as a human being, it had to affect you somewhere.
Yeah,
but the tape was bad. It was terrible.
There's moments I really like quick get off, good hand usage. He's better. He's a pass rusher rather than a run stopper because 6'5", 298. He's pretty light in his ass.
Yeah.
He could gain 20 pounds. He should be good. Again, this is a guy who's going to be a rotational guy. He's your third D tackle. And I don't think there's anybody who's more, other than Jalen Carter, there's nobody in this draft that's better than a third D tackle, maybe a second.
And I'm afraid that he's going to get overdrafted.
I think he will get over. I don't have a round one grade on this guy.
Yeah. And I think you're absolutely right with third round, maybe.
Mid-second.
Yeah, mid-second, maybe. But the tape was really bad. Notre Dame, Tennessee, the Florida State game. He's getting put on his ass, dude.
Yeah, he's not doing much, yeah.
Like, he's getting pummeled out there.
Like I said, very underwhelmed by the D tackle class.
Yeah. That brings me to my last guy, my number 3 guy, who's zero tech. Not much to explain here. Keanu Benton from Wisconsin. 6'4", 309. I doubt he's going to play at 309. He's probably going to play at least 320. Put on 10 more pounds when the season starts. Some of the pros for him, 4-year starter. He's been starting there since he was a freshman. It's pretty good in the conference that he plays in. Huge motherfucker, has a punch, clogs shit up. But as a pass rusher, this year he had a couple sacks. I think he had 4 or 5 sacks, which is, on the upwards maybe, can improve on that. But is he a third down player? Probably not. But you got to value guys that can stop the run and clog up gaps and shit. I think they still have a place. Are they super valued? Are you going to pay high money for him? No. He's probably going to go in the 5th round for all we fucking know. But I value him for certain teams, the 3-4s that need a zero tech guy.
Yeah. He has a role which is good. You draft this guy, you already envision what he's going to do. It's not like Chauncey where it's kind of to figure this out. We don't really know how we're going to use it.
Yeah.
It's very underwhelming. That's really where I keep coming back to with this class. It's just you want to like these guys. I thought Breese. I was like, maybe Breese can contend for the number 1, and I was like, oh no, not even, not even close, dude.
Some other guys I want to mention.
Maisie Smith, I liked from Michigan. He's solid.
He's a crazy athlete, dude.
Yeah. Byron Young from Bama was good.
Byron Young is solid.
Yeah.
I want to talk a little bit about the guy from Michigan that you just mentioned.
Mozzie?
Yeah, Mozzie. You talk about tweener. I mean, people are slobbering all over this guy.
Solomon Thomas-esque tweener. Can we give that award out, the Solomon Thomas Tweener Award, for being the ultimate tweener?
I don't think...
You said he's a tweener.
Yeah, he is a tweener, but to me, a tweener is
Solomon Thomas?
You got to be at least a little bit big, a little bit. This guy is a straight, he's thin as shit. He's a crazy athlete, Max. He's from, the 3-cone was, insane for him. It was crazy. But
he's 6'2", 323, 34 on the bench.
Yeah. So
he's a niche guy. He has a niche.
I'm really interested to see where he goes because he was close to making my list.
It's gonna depend where he goes, his success in the NFL.
If he goes to the Niners, I have high hopes for him.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that. If he goes to the Dolphins, you're I don't really know.
Right. Yeah.
Or Dallas, you're maybe they need something.
Exactly. Any other thoughts on the D tackles?
I have some. Superlatives, if you want to hit them real quick.
Yeah, sure.
It's going to be kind of thin. Best power?
Best power, Jalen Carter.
Yeah, with you. Best speed? I wonder who
Jalen Carter.
No, I'm going Chauncey. Kancey. That's his game. It's gotta be. We can't pick Jalen for everything.
I think I'm sweeping. Sweep it up. Jalen Carter.
Most pro ready, Jalen Carter.
Carter.
Best run stopper, Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
Pass rusher,
Jalen Carter.
Yeah, it's thin. We get D tackles. Show up a little bit.
Yeah.
That's all I got though.
Hey, maybe they prove us wrong.
Hopefully.
Maybe there's like 5 Pro Bowlers in this one.
Maybe. Remember the days where like Jeffrey Simmons was like the third D tackle?
Yeah.
Dude, Quinnen's class was crazy. It was Ed Oliver, Jeffrey, him. What year was Quinn Williams drafted? Like 2018?
Something like that.
Quinn just kind of...
I want to say it was the 2019.
He finally kind of showed up, you know?
Yeah.
He's only 25, Quinnen.
Jeez.
2019. Wow. Were you at all like underwhelmed like I was with this class, or?
Yeah, super underwhelmed.
Quinnen, Ed, Christian Wilkins, Dexter Lawrence, Jeffrey Simmons, Jerry Tillery. Wow.
Shout out to Jerry Tillery, Raider.
Charger.
I think that's going to do it, though, man. If you guys enjoyed this content, make sure to hit the like button, bro. We greatly appreciate it. It helps us out a lot. We hope you guys have been enjoying the Top 5 Prospect Series, man. We love doing this. It's our 3rd year doing it, 3-year anniversary. We're going to continue doing it. And me and Max can't wait to see where these guys go. And the night it happens, we're going to be live to see it. Okay, we're gonna be reactions all day.
Could be a Lamar trade for all we know.
Yeah. Hopefully something big happens. Last year was fun, man, and the year before that was fun. So go ahead and tune in for that. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button, and get a notification.
Hit the bell.
Exactly. Hit that bell, and you will get one anytime we drop a video or we go live, like for the draft. So works hand in hand. Okay. Today was linebackers and D tackles, and I think that's gonna do it.
Let's do it. That was been a good show. No, thanks everybody who's watching. Watch the series. Hope you're enjoying it. Feedback below. Let us know.
Exactly. Let us know. All right. Peace.